everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen with Monarch Plans, and today I'm doing a plan with me in my Amplify planner. So I have the quarterly Amplify planner here, which has monthly, weekly, and daily pages in it. If you're not familiar, this is a planner. I've been using it for about a year actually now. It's always just been kind of my functional planner that I've had on the side just to keep things straight. And then I also use a weekly planner, and I haven't really shown this much on my channel, but I've used it for quite a while, and it actually is probably one of my favorite planners that I've owned. I just love the daily layout pages. The weekly pages are great, and I'll have to show you guys kind of an in-depth look at this at some point over the next couple weeks because I just really want to share it. It's not a very widely known planner brand, so I want to share it with you guys, and hopefully you guys, if you don't know about it, it's something that might intrigue you and you check it out. But I am going to plan for this weekend, for Saturday and Sunday. I'm not heading into next week at all just because I still have to plan in my weekly planner, and usually I'll do kind of my weekly planner first as my overview, and then I'll go through in my daily and kind of get into the nitty-gritty closer to when the days actually happen, if that makes sense. So that is kind of my plan for the upcoming week. I generally just kind of use whatever stuff I have extra from my week. If I cut extra things or if there's like oops stickers, then I'll use them, because generally the like oopsies that I make in my shop aren't necessarily catastrophic. So really a lot of people can't even really tell if they're like an oops sheet or not. So I picked a couple out. It is kit 323 from my shop. I am currently revamping some of these stickers to be in a different format, so you won't be able to find 323 in my shop at the moment, but I'm hopefully going to have those back up in a little while. I essentially was designing using Silhouette Studio, and I'm transferring all my files over to Illustrator, so I am just kind of taking my time with that and making sure everything looks okay before I have everything widely available up in the shop again. So I am just going to get started with putting down some washi, and I think I'll just do this kind of fun looking washi here. In general, everything fits really well in this planner. It doesn't really have like weird dimensions or anything, so that's really, really nice. So I usually just use whatever I have and it ends up fitting, but I have definitely contemplated making specific kits for the Amplify planner, but there's not necessarily like the biggest demand, so I don't want it to be something where I make it and it just like sits in the shop, if that makes sense. I have definitely other things that I could spend time on. So if Amplify kits would interest you, please let me know and I'll definitely reconsider them. Okay, so it's the 11th. And I know pretty much one of the last videos that I did was oops, I literally just put it on the wrong day. One of the last videos that I did on here was a plan with me where I talked about like some shop updates and stuff like that. And I am happy to announce that I am pretty much done. Like I just mentioned, there's a few last things that I'm switching over, but I am pretty much all the way done transitioning over to my new machine, which means that I am able to produce things a lot faster. I'm able to just get things done quicker in my shop, and I'm not worrying as much, or I don't have to worry as much about quality issues, which was a big thing with the Silhouette. So that is really, really good. I have a really good process down now for getting my my orders out and all of that. So I am super excited. That was a huge transition and it was really hard, and I definitely missed being on YouTube and Instagram. I pretty much just didn't post at all for like a month and a half or so. So that wasn't very good, but I'm just glad that everything's kind of figured out at this point and I can just move forward. So that is where we are with that. It was just kind of a necessary thing that I had to do before I could really have the shop like up and running fully. So we'll do this here. What I really like about the Amplify planner, and I'll do like an overview walkthrough of this at some point, so I won't go into too much detail in the overview, but I guess as we're just sitting here doing our planning, one thing that I really like about this planner is that it has just so much open space. There's, of course, like these lists here that are pre-filled out, but having some like empty space over here is really, really, really nice. I really appreciate that, so I can keep track of things that really matter to me and I'm not like pigeonholed into tracking a specific thing. So there is that. And then what I think I'll do is on this other side, I will just put this washi on in the same gray box area. But what I was saying, what I really like about this planner is that there is a lot of open space, not only at the bottom of the page, so I can like take notes if I need to on something that happens during my day, but also there's a blank page at the beginning of every week. So you can do like the weekly overview thing if you want to. You can do, like I usually put lists there in terms of like a meal plan and my grocery list, because I like kind of having my lists and stuff like that for food in the same place as my schedule, so I can figure out like when I should plan certain meals. If there's meals that require me to like start dinner early, like a crock pot meal, or if there's just something going on, it's easier to keep track of that in my planner. So I just really like how much open space there is, on top of the fact that I think this planner, along I think with the Passion Planner, has like a huge range of times from 5 a.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. And I really appreciate that, because I definitely don't end my day at 7 like some other planners kind of end their day at like 7 or 8, and that's just not how my days go usually. So I really like this. I pretty much just have a lot of like to-do list items, not a whole lot of like appointments. We don't have anything really scheduled, so it's just a lot of like things that I have to get done. So what I will do is start with Saturday, and I think I'll just flip this over here. And when I look at this, work tasks can be like my actual job, or also I consider like Monarch plan stuff under work tasks. And then personal tasks is anything for home. Sometimes when I have a lot of things to do for home, I'll kind of switch these and have my home tasks up here in this section and then work stuff down here. It really just depends on what I have going on. But for this weekend, I have, or at least for Saturday, I have a lot more stuff to do, like just random stuff and also stuff for my shop versus stuff for the house. But also on weekends, I don't really have like a set schedule, if that makes sense. I try to wake up at the same time or around the same time on the weekends, so that is one thing. So I will write that in. Usually wake up by 8. I'm usually up a little bit before that, but that's when I try to actually like get out of bed and get the day going. And then other than that, I just have some things that I need to do for the shop in the morning. So I'm going to use one of these stickers, and I think I'll do probably this white one. And I'm gonna stick it in here. What I really like is that these fit pretty well in this planner in terms of like fitting in this column. So that is really, really nice. The other thing I'm going to do is I have this little album. It's like a photo album from Michael's, or you can find them pretty much anywhere. But this is where I keep my script stickers that I use. So if that is something, like if you've gotten stickers from my shop before, keep in mind that this is a really good way to store them if you're not really sure how to store them. It's just these like kind of cheap little photo albums that you can find at a lot of different places. So I am going to grab my edit sticker because that is what I need to do tomorrow morning. So there's that. Need to edit my plan with me. My video having to do with Plum paper, and then a daily plan with me. So I need to do that. And then what I'm going to do is then I'll be kind of out and about for the rest of the day running some errands. And so what I think I'll do is I'll put one of these printed stickers down here. I'll keep that centered. And I don't have any like particular, I guess, schedule for these errands, but it's just a couple different things that I have to do. So I need to buy a Father's Day card for my dad and mail that to him because he doesn't live near me. I need to go to Home Goods, and knowing me, I'll spend like 3 hours there because I always get caught up at Home Goods looking at everything. I might go to Best Buy, but I might not. That might get crossed off the list at some point. And then the other thing is I need to go to the post office. And so those are the main things that I need to get done tomorrow. And then that's all while Andrew is at work. Andrew gets off around like 5:30 or 6 on Saturdays. So I'm going to try to be home by 5:30. And then the rest of the night is just all about just relaxing. We don't have anything planned, which is really, really nice. And that is what we will focus on. So I'm just going to put a washi strip here. Okay, so that is good. In terms of these other lists, I just have a couple things to write down. So I have all the things I need to edit here. I have clear queue. In terms of my orders, I'm going to get my orders to 0 tomorrow and have everything shipped out. So if you're expecting an order, it's going out tomorrow. I need to do some September work. To prep for September designs and everything like that. And I need to text my sister. We are trying to decide if we're gonna go on a vacation with my dad or not, just trying to figure out if it'll work logistically. So there's a lot of kind of back and forth that we're kind of doing to see if things are going to work. This is if I do decide I'm going to Best Buy. I usually do their order pickup because sometimes Best Buy is really busy and it's sometimes really hard to get some help there when I need someone to grab something for me or anything like that. And before I forget, I need to put the weather. We're having crazy heat this week, just unseasonably warm, I think, for this point in the summer. So I think we're at like 113 or so today while I'm filming this, and then we're going to be like above 110 for the rest of the weekend. Other than that, I don't think that there's much else. The things that I do have planned are really time consuming, like the clearing the queue, isn't necessarily super time consuming, but it is just something that I'll do like while I'm editing. And then the September work is something I'll probably do like while we're relaxing. I just generally have my computer with me when we're hanging out and just like watching TV and stuff like that. So I think the top priorities that I just have to get done are editing, clearing the queue, and running to at least Home Goods. Those are like the main things I need to get done tomorrow because I really don't want to do them on Sunday. For daily habits, really depends if I put anything there. Sometimes I'll put things here instead. And so what I usually will put in those areas are my food. So whatever I am going to eat for the day will go in this section, and I don't have that planned out. So I'm not going to be putting anything there right now. My movement, and then I have a sticker, and it says routine, and that is just kind of like my AM and PM routine and like some specifics that I have to do. Like for example, I just went to the dentist today, and so I have to do some stuff like in my teeth cleaning routine for the next few days after seeing the dentist. So it'll be stuff like that, like little reminders here and there with that. I think that's it for Saturday. I generally don't put anything down here. Like I said, it kind of ends up empty until the day of, and then if anything happens or I need to, I'll use this to take some notes or just write random things. So like for example, there's like, I was seeing if this would bleed. I have a couple things here like dentist appointment to film. They're just essentially little brain dumps throughout the day so I can make sure that I'm keeping on task and remembering things. And then when I'm planning in future days, I'll go back and look at notes that I've made and everything like that to make sure I'm not missing anything. But other than that, here I'll do water. 24-hour plan. I know I said I don't usually put these in, but I figure might as well. 24-hour assessment, and these are my main 4 things. Getting some water in, doing my food plan, nutrition plan type stuff, and then getting enough sleep. And so if we move over to Sunday, it is very open-ended right now. And again, like I said, we really don't have a lot going on. So most of the stuff is going to be list stuff instead of based on the schedule. But there is one reminder that I need to put in here while I'm thinking of it. And it's just going to go kind of in the middle of the day because it's not really based on any certain time. So this is the vacation that we might go on, is a cruise with my dad. And so we need to decide because we need to book it by the 13th. Again, I'll put the same stuff here. Hour assessment. That's where I just kind of like look over the previous day to make sure that I did or ate what I said I was going to eat. And then if I didn't, then I can figure out like what went on, like why I didn't follow my plan. And so, like I said, really nothing else for the schedule. We're planning to be home all day. So no plans at all. But like I also mentioned, we're going to have a lot of stuff like on the to-do list. So here, I need to prep my June. new releases, and those are August kits, so those will be coming out very, very soon. They should be out early next week, so keep an eye out for some teasers and sneak peeks of those kits. I also need to do more September work, so like I was going to do on Saturday, I'm continuing that stuff. The other thing that I will put just as a reminder is my plan with me will go live in the morning, so I will put this also up here so I can remember to check on it and also post on Instagram about it. And then the other things that we have really going on are just more like at home. So we need to hang up some artwork in our like living room, our main room area, because we have had multiple things that we need to hang up, but we just haven't had time in the past few weeks. I need to wash sheets. I need to do other laundry. I will also clean the bathroom and clean up the kitchen. Those are two areas in our house that need some attention at the moment. And then other than that, there's really not a lot else. I will put up here like a weekly reset, and it's kind of like work related and personal related. So that is just kind of one thing that I try to do every single week to make sure I'm on task and getting the things done that I need to do. Other than that, I think my priorities are really prepping new releases, and then laundry, because the laundry has piled up this week, and then cleaning up, or no, hanging the artwork. Oh my gosh, I would rather hang up our stuff than have like a super clean kitchen at this point. I'll do the laundry and I'll do like all the cleaning this week if I need to, but I need Andrew's help to hang up the artwork this weekend. So that's the priority. And then other than that, like I did on this other side, I just have this sheet of stickers that I printed. It's just not pretty at all. I just printed out some stickers that I needed. So my nutrition, my movement, and then my routines. So I usually check in here with my daily plan in the morning before I get my day started, and I can fill in the rest of this there, here, and then I guess also right here. I always think of things as I'm finishing up. I need to do an Instagram post. Sometimes I'll put my social media stuff on this side also, or I'll do something down at the bottom, but it just really depends on what the day looks like. This day is pretty simple in terms of things that I need to do, so it's just gonna stay pretty basic. So other than that, I think that this is it for this upcoming week in terms of to-do list items, or I guess I should say weekend. I'm so used to doing a weekly plan with me that it just naturally comes out that way. So this is the weekend, the rest of the weekend. So I have some things to do, but a lot of it is just kind of like stuff that I need to kind of finish up in terms of like finishing up orders, working on some September stuff, and working on new releases and all of that stuff. So I think that we should be all good to go for the weekend. Let me know if you have any questions about the Amplify planner itself, or stickers for the Amplify planner, or whatever type of questions you might have. I would be happy to answer those. And like I said, I'll try to put up a kind of review and walkthrough of the Amplify planner on my channel in the next couple weeks. I just want to kind of show everyone what this planner is all about and the different like layouts that are in it, because like I've said, it's really the planner that I've kind of stuck with over the past year or so. I took a little bit of a break like in the winter time as things were kind of getting started, and there were some other planner releases and everything like that, but I always come back to this one. It just is so functional, and you can decorate it, but you don't have to decorate it. So the planner itself is just such a good layout. in my opinion. So I will post a video on that sometime soon. And like I said, I should be a little bit more consistent with my videos and my posting from now on because I have things figured out with the shop. The shop is running a lot better than it was. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Bye.